Notre Dame football recruiting fans, thank you for joining me yet again on the channel. My name is Brad Hughesby, and today I'm going to be breaking down the recent commitment of Braylon James. Braylon James is a four-star wide receiver from Del Val, Texas. He is Notre Dame's first wide receiver commit in the 2023 class, and he's a big-time pickup, ranked in the top 75 of the 247 consensus rankings, as offers from pretty much everywhere in the country: LSU, Stanford, Oregon, TCU, Texas A&M, Texas, all the big-time schools. And this recruitment really came down to Stanford and Notre Dame. Very high academic kid, has a high GPA, values his academics just as much as football pretty much. And Stanford was probably the leader for the majority of this recruitment. I think Texas might have had the lead for a little while as well, them being the in-state school, also with good academics. But Notre Dame really turned up their pressure on him in January and February after Coach Chauncey Stuckey got the wide receiver gig. Stuckey, for those of you who don't know, is a Texas native, was just coaching the wide receivers at Baylor before he went to ND. But Stuckey is buddies with his high school football coach, Braylon James. So that definitely helped the Irish here. And Stuckey just has laid some very good roots down in Texas, the Lone Star State. He's recruited better than any throughout his time anywhere throughout the country, because before he was at Baylor, he was in Clemson, and he helped them land some talented players from the state of Texas. So this is nothing new for Chauncey Stuckey, but this is probably the first Texas player he'll land, and this will absolutely not be the last. Guys like Braden Greathouse is a possibility in the 2023 class at wide receiver. Bunch of more names. I mean, I think Stuckey's probably going to be on staff a few more years. People like to say, maybe he'll be gone after a year. He'll get an offensive coordinator gig or an NFL wide receiver gig. While I do think Stuckey wants to make it to the NFL one day, I honestly think he's going to be in South Bend for probably 2 or 3, maybe even 4 years. So that's just my read on the situation. Maybe you think about it differently, but guys like, I don't know, Dylan McCullough, if he has a really good year, I could see him bolting for an offensive coordinator job. That's something he's aspired to have, at least from what I can tell. Just guys like that. They want something bigger. But Chauncey Stuckey, I think, really likes his role as wide receiver coach. And he was instrumental in landing Braylon James. Without Stuckey, I don't think Braylon James chooses ND, because Notre Dame had offered him last May. And nothing really came about. He didn't visit at all in the summer or the fall, but he came to campus in March, and that's when I think Notre Dame sealed the deal. And I believe he committed there on the spot. So, yeah, big-time pickup. This is probably the first of many. Steve Wiltfong mentioned it at the end of CBS Sports HQ's broadcast. He's going to be the start of a good couple months for Notre Dame football recruiting. Sam Pendleton will announce his commitment in just about a week. I expect the Irish to win that one. He's a 4-star offensive lineman from the South. Who else you got? Guys like Sullivan Abshar, I could see announcing soon. Austin Shrivold, another offensive lineman from Ohio, I could see him announcing soon. Jaden Lamar, I could see announcing soon. Bobo Traore, Devin Houston, and Jason Moore, the 3 defensive linemen, I could see them announcing very soon. Guys like Micah Bell, I could see him announcing soon, the cornerback from Texas. So, yeah, Notre Dame's going to have a good couple months here, and we'll see what happens. But I'll have hopefully a lot more of these commitment videos. It's been a little while. They landed Jabrian Payne last week, but that was kind of a foregone conclusion. So I didn't want to make a video for that. But the last high school recruit, I don't know if you want to call Jabrian Payne a high school recruit. He's kind of a transfer, got out of his NIL whole deal there, but was Preston Zinner back in February. So it's been a little while, but ND got a big one here with Braylon James, and this is definitely an exciting recruiting win, So, yeah, that's it for me. I hope you guys have a good Tuesday night. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. If you have any Notre Dame football recruiting questions, I will try my best to answer. Yeah, peace.